Hey guys, Carolyn Cooper here. Wasn't sure if I had that camera going correctly, and I'm here to talk to you today, give you our little weekly energy shot, and topic is uncertainty. Uncertainty. Are you feeling it? It's okay if you're not, but most of us are. Life is all about uncertainty. There's nothing certain in life except that we're going to experience uncertainty. So the unknown moving forward can be wonderful, and it can also be a little bit scary, and we can get fearful sometimes. So I just did a group healing session on this yesterday, and I had a few more thoughts I wanted to share, and I wanted to add this in this week for this week's energy shot. I don't know if you can hear all the background noise here. It's always uncertain going live on Facebook. I have my little friends, the ducks. If you saw my energy shot from a couple weeks ago, I introduced you to my friends, the ducks, out here. And as soon as I sat down to film this, the three of them came over, and they're really loud in the background. And I don't know if you can hear them or not, but that's what that noise is if you can. So, all right, I'm going to give you 3 tips today on how to get comfortable with uncertainty, or how to help, because we live in this world where we're always going to have it, and we don't want to live in fear all the time, or worry, or always have concern about one thing or the other going on. We want to be able to live in a place of peace. So, number 1, here's the 3. Number 1, return to the present moment. If you find yourself getting worried and fearful, most often, okay, I would say always, you're not in the present moment, because fear, you're either worrying about something that happened or worrying about something that will happen. I guess you can have fear in the present moment as well, but we're talking about things that have happened or can happen, thinking about the future. So when you get feeling that way and you can tell that the worry is coming on, hands on heart, deep breath. I'm here, I'm safe, and just feel the fear. Leave space for that. Leave room for it. Give yourself a chance to feel it. It's okay. We don't always have to be pushing everything away. It's okay to feel that and give it some room, acknowledge it, and then you can find your courage and find some peace with that. So number 1 is come back to the present moment. Always come back to the present moment. I just lost my light. It looks really dark on this video to me, but okay, number 2, I'm just going to keep going anyway. Number 2 is what if. We always ask those words, what if? Well, what if this, and what if that, and what if? And we tend to do that. I don't know if you're like me. I think most people tend to do that in the negative side. Well, if I go forward, and what if this happens? And so I need to maybe keep myself small and limited because something negative may happen. Yeah, but something amazing may happen as well. So if you find yourself in the what ifs, examine them. If you need to, examine them and think about, okay, what is the worst case scenario? What could happen? And can I handle that? Do I trust myself to have the skill set or develop the skill set to handle it? Or do I have the resources? Do I have people to ask to help me? Yes, always. There's always resources available to us if we're open to that. So you take care of the worrisome what ifs. Don't get too deep into that, and then turn it to the other way. And what if? And what if I do get pregnant again and I'm not sick every day for 9 months like last time? That's someone I know. That's not me. I'm one of those weird women who love being pregnant. Or what if this move turns out to be a pivotal, positive thing in my life? And what if me breaking up with this guy ends up being a really great thing? Always think of the what ifs on the positive side. What are all the good things that happen, instead of getting lost in the fear about the what if this or that happens that's negative. All right, and number 3 I have the ducks going on one side, and my cat is right inside this screen door, going nuts on this side. So I don't know if you guys can hear, but it kind of sounds like I'm in a farm. I'm not really, but if you're hearing noises, it's, you know, it's great. Okay, number 3, positive self-talk. You always hear me talking about that, but talk yourself through it. Like literally say the words, I can do this. I got this. I've got the skill set for this. I can handle this. I am handling this. I am doing this. This reminds me of a story of when I went cross-country skiing years ago with my husband, and he's a skier, he's a snowboarder, he's much more athletic that way than I am. I'm not, I live in the desert because I love the heat. I don't really like the cold, and I'm not a big skier. I went skiing once in college with some roommates, and I ended up basically just laying on my back and sliding down the hill on my brother's coat. But that's not a good story to tell. So the story I want to tell you though is, we were cross-country skiing up in the mountains. The flat sides are awesome. I love going in the flat places, and the hills going uphill. That was great. That was fun. But when we got to the downhills, those were scary for me because there were a couple places where it was really steep, and I actually considered, oh, should I just take off my skis and try to walk sideways down this hill so I don't fall? And I'm like, no, I'm here. I'm invested in this experience. I'm going to do it. I'll talk myself through it. I can do this. I was very uncertain and a little fearful, I'm not going to lie. And so I just turned my skis inward, and so I could slow myself down a little bit, use the poles a lot, and literally vocally the entire time down that hill, and it was pretty long, I was saying, I got this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I am doing this. Look at me. I am doing this. I just kept talking to myself out loud the entire time. And by the time I got down to the bottom of the hill, it was like, hey, awesome. I did it. And then the hills after that didn't seem so bad. So that was a good lesson to me in anytime I'm in a situation where there's uncertainty. It might sound cheesy, but hey, it works. Just talk yourself through it. I can do this. I can do hard things. I got it. All right, so I want to end with a little quote, except the wind blew my paper, so hold on. You didn't see that, did you? Did you see that? This is by John Allen Paulos, and he says, uncertainty is the only certainty there is, and knowing how to live with insecurity is the only security. Knowing how to live with insecurity is the only security that we have. So getting comfortable with it. There's lots of things you can do to get comfortable with it. Just to recap those 3 things, come back to the present moment. Breath always does that. Breathe. I'm here, I'm safe, I'm in the present moment. And change your what ifs to, what if this turns out amazing? See all the positive what ifs instead of just wallowing in the negative what ifs. And positive self-talk. Talk yourself through it in your brain or out loud if you're somewhere you can do it out loud, like skiing down a mountain. And those are my tips I'm going to leave with you. That's the energy shot for this week. I will leave a link below if the replay is still available for the group healing session that I did yesterday, all on uncertainty. So I'll put that below since I mentioned it. And have a great weekend on this lovely lunar eclipse day. And I will talk to you again next week. Shine on.